What up, everybody? It's your boy Jordan. We're back again with another video. Today, I'll be reacting to a video titled 10 Reasons LeBron James Will Never Be Greater Than Michael Jordan. I already think LeBron James is the GOAT, in my opinion. So whatever LeBron adds to his career, to me, that's just him adding to his legacy. Because in my opinion, he already GOAT. But this video talking about he would never be greater than Michael Jordan. So let's check it out. Also, this was a video request, by the way. So yeah, let's get right into the video.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I am back with a video. But this time, once again, we're talking about two of the greatest players of all time, that being Michael Jordan and LeBron James. And this time, I'm going to prove to you guys why Michael Jordan is still the greatest player of all time, and I'm going to give you 10 reasons of why he is. Now, before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so, and if you could like this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, let's get into the 10 reasons Michael Jordan is still better than LeBron James. So first up, we're going to keep it very simple and look at the two most important aspects of basketball, that being scoring and defense. And Michael Jordan is objectively better than LeBron James at the two biggest aspects of basketball. In Jordan's career, he averaged 30.1 points per game in the regular season, that is the most all time, 33.4 points per game in the playoffs, also the most of all time, and 33.6 points per game in the NBA Finals, once again, the most of all time. And when looking more in depth at the playoffs, Jordan had 8 games of 50 plus points, that's the most ever, 38 games of 40 plus points, also the most ever, and he never scored under 15 points in a playoff game, and he has the longest streak ever in the playoffs of double-digit scoring games. Now, in addition to that, Jordan is also the better defender.
Now, I think Michael Jordan is a better scorer and defender than LeBron, but I don't think there's a wide margin between that. Yes, Michael Jordan averaged 30 for his career. LeBron averaged, 27? Like, LeBron is like top 5 in career scoring average in NBA history, I think. Or he like tied something like that. But yeah, also in the playoffs, probably points per game, LeBron and Michael Jordan probably matching that too. If not close. Either way, it's close either way. So it's not like a big margin between them scoring-wise.
Being a 9-time All-Defensive Player and a Defensive Player of the Winner that he won the same year he won MVP, something LeBron James has yet to do. And when looking at Jordan throughout his career, even at age 35, he was a first-team All-Defensive Player. LeBron James over the past 5 to 6 years, ever since he left Miami, has seen a steep decline on the defensive end, and he's not the same elite defender that he once was. So when looking,
LeBron's still very good on defense though. Like, he ain't no liability now. Like, come on, LeBron is still excellent on defense. Like, come on now. If you watch LeBron, he's still good on defense.
the two biggest aspects of basketball, scoring and defense, Michael Jordan is objectively better than LeBron James at both those things. Now, next up at number 9, we have the fact that LeBron James faced weaker competition.
What?
For most of his career,
oh, no way! What? No way! What? How you go? No way! What? No, wait, hold up. Let me go back.
We have the fact that LeBron James faced weaker competition. And for the most of his career, he was in a weak Eastern Conference with very few, if any, title contenders. Now compare that to Jordan, who played in the 90s East, arguably the toughest conference of all time. You had the Indiana Pacers, the Pistons, the Knicks, and some very good Heat, as well as Hornets teams. And when looking at Jordan and LeBron's overall careers, Jordan beat 20 50-win teams to LeBron's 19. And Jordan also has the better win percentage versus those teams, winning 20 out of the 27 times, compared to LeBron, who won 19 out of 30. And the same thing can be said for 60-win teams, as Jordan beat 7 to LeBron's 3, with Jordan once again having a better win percentage. Now in LeBron's defense, on average, he faced better teams in the finals, but looking at the playoffs overall, Jordan definitely faced the better teams compared to LeBron James.
Okay, now, number 1, how you gonna blame LeBron because the whole Eastern Conference wanna be trash? The man went to 8 straight finals. How that's his fault? How is that his fault the other teams can't beat him? Like, he's just better than all of them. You're gonna blame LeBron because the 14 other teams in the East trash. Like, what? Oh my God. Now, like you said, look, I think Michael Jordan and LeBron, though, they was reversed, though. Now, I admit, the Eastern Conference, Eastern Conference, he has some tough opponents, though. Paul George, Indiana Pacers. Boston Celtics. Like, that one team, they was like good for like a year though. The Atlanta Hawks, they won like 60-some games that year. The Toronto Raptors, people talk about, the Raptors, LeBronto. You see they won a championship as soon as he left the East though. Like, in that. Now, Michael Jordan, he definitely had less competition in the finals though. LeBron, that man faced Golden State, San Antonio, like, that man faced probably two of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. Michael Jordan went against no dynasty. His best competition was probably John Stockton, Karl Malone. That's pretty much it though. Michael Jordan ain't facing nobody in the finals with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Draymond. And another team got Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Tim Duncan. Like, Michael Jordan wasn't facing that. No way. But saying the Eastern Conference, nah. I'm not getting mad at LeBron because the other 14 teams don't know how to win.
Now, next up, reason number 8, we get the fact that Jordan had the better peak than LeBron James, and Jordan's peak was 1988 to 1993. And this 6-year period is better than any 6-year period of LeBron's career. And when you look at how Jordan played in the playoffs when it mattered most, he averaged 34.6 points per game, 6.7 boards, 6.2 assists, 2.3 steals, 0.9 blocks, on insane 50, 35, and 83 splits. And Jordan at his absolute peak had 0 flaws in his game, and 3-point shooting was not an issue at this point in time. Also, I would say Jordan as a two-way player and all-around player was at his absolute best during this time, as he made 6 all-defensive first teams, including 1 defensive player of the year. Now, next up at number 7.
Okay, now let me say about that, the better peak. Now, see, Michael Jordan, he had an excellent peak, like what he said. Like I said, Michael Jordan a dog. I've always been saying that about Michael Jordan. He a dog. But drop down in comments which y'all think is better, though. Because Michael Jordan probably did have a better peak, but LeBron peak was way longer. Drop down in comments. Is it better to have, like, you being great for a short amount of period of time? Like he said, 5-6 years. Well, the NBA, I guess that's long a little bit. But LeBron peak was probably like 10 years. Like, that's probably was LeBron peak. Because let's see. When LeBron first made the finals, like the very first time, 2007? Yeah, 2007. The last I probably saw LeBron at his best, like, very peak was 2018. So, yeah, that's like 10, 11. Well, that's 11 years right there, my opinion. That might be better, though, having a longer peak, though. That's just me, though. That's me, though. Michael Jordan was nice, but having an 11-year peak, though, that's actually insane, though.
We have one of the more important things when evaluating players, and that is how they play in the NBA Finals, which truly is the biggest stage, and everything is magnified. Now, when looking at this stats-wise, Jordan in the Finals averaged 33.6 points per game, 6.0 assists, 6.0 boards on 48, 36, and 80 splits. LeBron James averaged 28.4 points per game, 10.2 boards, 7.8 assists on 48, 35, and 73 splits. Definitely some impressive numbers from both players, yeah. But I think Jordan stats-wise has the edge over LeBron James. And also from...
Wait, hold up. Did he say stat-wise? Wait, hold up. Okay, stat-wise. 28 points per game. MJ averaged 34. Okay, MJ. Rebounds, 10-6. That's LeBron. Assists, 8-6. That's LeBron. Field goal percentage. LeBron got MJ by 0.3. MJ got LeBron by basically 2%. I don't know if that's a big difference, but yeah. No, yeah, let's give that to MJ. And free throw percentage, yeah, of course, MJ got that over LeBron. Like, LeBron's not a great free throw shooter at all. But I'll give LeBron an edge on that. 28, 10, and 8 is insane. Now, let you know, LeBron went to 10 finals, by the way. That's actually nuts. Oh, no. That's opinionated. I think LeBron probably got the edge on that. Man, both of the stats are crazy. 34 points per game in the finals. That's... Nah, okay. Even if you think LeBron or MJ better, I don't care what anybody says. These are definitely the best 2 players in NBA history for sure. Like, that's not even a doubt. Like, these are definitely the best 2 players. Come on now. If you don't think either of them top 2, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. They clearly the best 2 players ever.
48, 35, and 73 splits. Definitely some impressive numbers from both players, but I think Jordan stats-wise has the edge over LeBron James. And also from an iconic perspective and how dominant Jordan was in the finals, winning 6 times to LeBron's 4, while also mentioning LeBron James lost 6 times to Jordan's 0 times. And if you want to look at iconic moments from both these players in the finals, Jordan has 4 of the greatest moments in NBA history. He has the layup versus the Lakers where he switched hands. He had the shrug game where he made 6 threes. He had the flu game where he had the game-winning three-pointer. And of course he had the shot over Brian Russell. LeBron James in his own right has one very iconic play, that being the block on Andre Iguodala. I think it's pretty clear Jordan was the better finals performer, had more iconic moments, and he simply had the better record on the biggest.
LeBron for sure had more iconic moments than that Andre Iguodala. He for sure had more iconic moments than that. Speaking of that whole series was an iconic moment for LeBron. Game 5, Draymond out, dropped 41. Everybody on Twitter and the media, LeBron only dropped 41 because Draymond wasn't there. Draymond come back Game 6, dropped 41 again. In Game 7, basically he took over that whole thing, especially the block, Kyrie, sidestep Stephen Curry shot. Shout out to Kyrie Irving, by the way, if he's watching this. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. Oh, yeah. Also, many things. Oh, yeah, especially with the Spurs. That was a good series. The clutch shot. Oh, yeah. That moment against the Spurs, I think it was, if I'm correct, it was the same game as Ray Allen hitting that shot. I forgot. He was down by I forgot how many points. I think LeBron scored like 16 points in a quarter. Like, he brought them back in the game. But it was crazy. That was a good moment. And also, definitely that series, too. Or if it was another year. They played the Spurs so many times. When he blocked Thiago Splitter with that block, Thiago Splitter thought he was going to dunk LeBron. LeBron was like, nope. That is mine, boy. That's mine, boy. Okay, let's get back to the video. All right.
The performer had more iconic moments, and he simply had the better record on the biggest stage. So, moving on to number 6, we have the fact that Jordan had a bigger impact on the game of basketball when compared to LeBron James.
I agree.
Jordan in his time took the torch from Magic and Bird, who had brought the NBA into its prominence, and he took it to another level in the 1990s.
I agree with that.
Taking the game global, giving players numerous endorsements, and just being a great overall ambassador for the NBA. And during this time, the league reached peaks they had never seen and that they haven't seen since. And if you want to look at how popular Jordan was in his time, I would say look at the ratings of his finals games. The 91, 92, 93, 96, 97, and 98 finals are all in the top 10 of the highest rated finals in NBA history, with the 98 finals being the highest rated of all time. And in that 98 finals, the NBA has 4 of their most watched games of all time. Now compare that resume to LeBron James, who in his time has the 2 lowest rated finals ever, that being the 07 finals and his past year in 2020.
Okay, now I'll say Michael Jordan did have a bigger impact on the game. Now these 2 finals are LeBron. Obviously 27. Why I say 27? 2007. Okay, it was him. Well, yeah, that was his first time against San Antonio. Honestly, I wouldn't watch that finals either. Everybody knew he was getting swept. LeBron James, he was nice, but he was not beating Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Tim Duncan in their prime. Like, there's no way. In 2020, nobody was watching that because everybody knew he was winning that one. It was literally, well, Miami players was hurt, but it was basically the whole Lakers against Jimmy Butler. Everybody knew Lakers was winning that. I understand not watching that one. We already knew who was winning that one. So basically, I understand those being too low because everybody knew who was going to win. and it was a big margin between them teams in the finals. Big margin.
In that 2020 finals, they went.
Oh yeah, just to say again though, Michael Jordan did have a bigger impact. I'll say, like, as a player, he made the NBA popular. Like, well, I'll say because Magic and Bird, they really bought it back, but MJ really made it big. Like, he really took it to another level, especially, global. Yeah, MJ was a different breed. I would say LeBron impacted NBA based on, like, how the players, like, take control of their career, like with contracts, switching teams like that. Now, he done it well. Some players, like a lot of players, he made it look easy. A lot of players switching team from team, it didn't go in their favor. So I'll say that, though. Like, LeBron, like, basically, he helped the NBA and really helped the players, like, take control of their career, basically. Both of them made great impact in different ways, though.
Went 6 games. All 6 of those games were the lowest rated games in finals history. And this one stat will blow your mind. LeBron's most watched finals averaged 20.28 million viewers. That would still not be more than Jordan's lowest watched finals. So I think it's pretty obvious Jordan, from an overall perspective, had a larger impact on the game of basketball, and he was simply more popular than LeBron James.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, finally getting the top 5, at number 5, we have the fact that Jordan was the much better player in the clutch time situations. When it came down to it, when it was money time, the game on the line, the series on the line, Jordan came through more times than not with some iconic game winners. Now LeBron James in his own right had some great game winners and some big clutch time shots.
For sure.
I'm not saying LeBron isn't clutch, he's just not as clutch as one Michael Jordan.
I agree with that.
As if you look to the playoffs on game time.
See, thank you. I'm with him on that. I think LeBron James is clutch. I just don't think he is. I don't think he as clutch as Michael Jordan, though. Now, some people, they really do think LeBron is not clutch. Now, that's crazy to me. That actually is crazy to me, though. LeBron is definitely clutch. It's too many moments of him being clutch.
Time go-ahead shots in the final 24 seconds. Michael Jordan shoots 50% compared to LeBron James, who shoots 35.7%. In the last 10 seconds, Jordan shoots 46.7%, LeBron's 39.1%. In the last 5 seconds, Jordan shoots 45.5%, once again to LeBron's 38.9%. So stats-wise, looking at the overall playoffs, Jordan definitely is better at the late game time and go-ahead shots.
Yeah.
And if you look to the NBA Finals in the last 24 seconds, Jordan is 4 for 8 on those shots, exactly 50%, compared to LeBron James, who's 0 for 7 at a pitiful 0%. And one stat I love to look at is clutch time scoring. At his last 5 minutes a game within 5 points. So let's look at those stats in the NBA Finals. For LeBron's Finals career, he has 85 clutch time points on 30.8% shooting. Jordan has 126 at 46.9%. So I think it's pretty obvious Jordan in the playoffs as well as the finals is the more clutch player when compared to LeBron James.
Yeah.
Now next up, number 4, we have LeBron James and his epic playoff failures that are way worse than any of Michael Jordan's failures.
Well, 2011?
Now I'll start this out by saying, Jordan in his career, he did fail and he did lose. But in virtually every playoff series Jordan, except for one versus the Orlando Magic, he came up big when it mattered most, and he still played very well. Even in that Orlando series, he still averaged 30 points per game despite the loss. You won't find any flat-out awful series from Jordan compared to LeBron James, who has plenty of black spots on his playoff resume. Now the first one I have to look to is the 2011 Finals, where the Heat were big-time favorites versus the Dallas Mavericks.
I'll say another series MJ wasn't good in, though, even though they did win because they was the better team, of course. That one series against the Seattle Supersonics, probably the last 3 games. The first 3 games he was hooping, but then they put Gary Payton on him. He kind of locked him up just a little bit. Of course, you can't lock up Michael Jordan, but you could contain him. He contained him. I'll probably say that's probably his second worst series after that Orlando one.
In this series, LeBron James averaged 17.8 points per game and was outscored by Jason Terry, a role player in the NBA, and LeBron James at the time was seen as the best player in the league. And that is something for Jordan that in the playoffs never happened, period.
Now let me say this about the 2011 Finals. This is by far his worst Finals. Like, he was garbage. Like, I'm not even going to defend him. Now, he was horrible. But speaking about it, though, like, it's just funny how standards is. Because, like, any other player in the NBA averaged 18 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 48% shooting from the field. We'll say they had a good Finals. LeBron, we say he bad. That's actually crazy if you think about it, though. But yeah, I don't know what he was on in that Finals. I absolutely have no idea. This is the only time I ever saw him play bad like this in the Finals. The only way I can before I say this, I don't. This is not an excuse for him playing bad. I'm just trying to give explanation why I think he played bad. The only reason I could think of why he played bad was he didn't know if he was the first option or not. Because think about it. Miami Heat was D-Wade team. He joined D-Wade. Him and Bosh joined D-Wade. So he probably thought it still was D-Wade team. Because if you go back at the stats, the best player for Miami that year was D-Wade. So he probably thought he was like the second option after D-Wade. But then after that, after this Finals in the summer, D-Wade told LeBron, basically, you're the guy. And that's when LeBron started hooping. That's my only guess why LeBron didn't play that good. Because he probably thought he was the second option and not the first. Because he probably thought it was still a D-Wade team. But then D-Wade told him, no, you're the guy. Then that's when he started hooping. That's my only guess. But yeah, he wasn't that good at all.
And it definitely never happened in the NBA Finals. Also, I would look to the 2007 Finals of LeBron James once again did not play good on the biggest stage. He was very young, but still, he only averaged 22 points per game.
They forced that boy to shoot.
Shooting. And looking at 2008 versus the Boston Celtics, in that series, LeBron averaged 26.7 points per game, 6.4 boards, 7.7 assists on pretty awful 35, 23, and 75 splits. And for the majority of that series, he was god-awful for that Cavs team.
Yeah.
And looking at 2010 versus the Boston Celtics, LeBron James had one of the biggest and most forgotten choke jobs in NBA history, as this Cavs team was heavily favored, and they actually went up 2-1. But over the final 3 games of that series, LeBron James would average 21.3 points per game, 11.3 boards, 8.3 assists on pitiful 34, 15, and 74 splits with 6.3 turnovers per game. When looking at LeBron's playoff resume versus Jordan's resume, it's simply not comparable, as Jordan is virtually spotless compared to LeBron James, who has numerous series where he underperformed and did not show up.
And also about the series, by the way, let me see. We showed 27, I keep saying 27, 2007, 2008, and I think he said 2010. Oh yeah, I'll admit, LeBron, he wasn't a great shooter at all. He got better with his career, of course. Like when he got to Miami until now, well, yeah, I'll say Miami to now. He definitely is a better shooter now compared to then. But also the teams, they keyed on him because he was the only one. They knew they just stopped him. They won. So yeah, I'll say it's good game plan, by the way. Now the points and stuff, by the way, like on his teams, he was basically the only scoring option as well. So like people say, like for example, 2015, some people say that was probably his best finals, but he didn't shoot that good either. I thought he played excellent though. He kind of had to though, because if you remember back in 2015, Kyrie and Kevin Love was out. So he kind of had to basically shoot every time to even give them a chance to win.
Now getting to the top 3, at number 3, we know the fact that LeBron James, he was never feared like Michael Jordan was in his prime.
I disagree with that.
To put it very simply, Jordan was much more dominant in his era, the 90s, than LeBron James has been in any of his eras, specifically the 2010s. And in Jordan's championship era from 91 to 98, he was 6-0 in the NBA Finals, 18-1 versus the Eastern Conference, 6-0 versus the West, 24-1 versus the NBA. He beat 9 50-win teams, 7 60-win teams, was a 4-time MVP, 6-time teams, 7 60-win teams, was a 4-time MVP, 6-time Finals MVP, 6-time All-Defensive First-Team Player, and a 6-time scoring champ.
Yeah, MJ was
and
a
when
hooper.
Jordan was fully healthy and fully rested, there was no team, no player who was going to outplay him and win a championship against his Bulls team. And you can go on YouTube and look up how players in his era, they absolutely feared him and they never wanted to cross him or talk trash to him. That is something you cannot say about one LeBron James. Now at number 2.
So nobody in the Eastern Conference feared LeBron? So you tell me nobody feared LeBron? Also, did Draymond said he had, like, it was some players on the Warriors that was scared of LeBron too? Like, come on. Come on, man. I disagree with that. There was definitely players that feared LeBron. Come on. You don't make 8 straight finals that don't be feared.
We had the fact that LeBron James, he likes to lead his teams and create super teams with different superstar players. And I will say LeBron James has the right to lead his teams anytime he wants after his contract is over. But when looking at how he makes his teams, how he plays pseudo GM, you can't help but realize he's really self-engineered a lot of his championship teams compared to Jordan, who never asked for another superstar teammate and never demanded any types of trades. And looking back at the 2011 decision, that's something Jordan would have never done. He would have never gone and joined Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. He wanted to win the championship his way on his own team. So taking into account the fact that Jordan never asked for a trade, never asked for good teammates, and he never played on a super team with more than one All-Star, that has to be a big factor in this debate when evaluating these two players and their overall legacy.
Okay, that's another thing I disagree with. Oh my God. LeBron, his first stint in Cleveland, they never had a great team. Now, when I say that, I know a lot of people, you said LeBron never had help. I didn't say LeBron never had help. I said his teams was never great. You hear what I said? His teams was never great. I never say he had no help. They just was never great. You need great players to win. Who was his second option when he was in Cleveland? Who was probably his second best option? Mo Williams? Like, come on. You're not winning a championship with Mo Williams, your second option. Mo Williams was nice, but he can't be your second option. He might could be your third, but second? No way. No, no way. And also too, we cannot gonna sit here and just forget all the other teams. Who LeBron kept losing to? They think about the East. Who he kept losing to? Boston Celtics. Who Boston had? They drafted Rondo. They drafted Pierce. They traded for Ray Allen, and they traded for KG. The big three was KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. He kept losing to them. So he thinking, okay, they got them a big three. Let me get me a big three. So that's why he like, okay, D-Wade was hooping in Miami. He had a ring in Miami. But the thing is, after that 2006, Miami kept getting out in the first round. So they definitely needed help. And Bosh never got a ring. Bosh was a hooper, but he never had like huge success in the NBA either. He said, okay, D-Wade can hoop, Bosh can hoop, both of us trying to win. D-Wade clearly need help. He definitely need more players on the team. Boston keep running the East. He said, okay, they got a big three. Let me get a big three. Him, D-Wade, Bosh formed, beat Boston, took over the East, got 2 championships. Like, come on. We're not going to sit here and act like what LeBron did was wrong. Also, going back to Cleveland. Come on. LeBron got a heart for Cleveland. All of us knew this. He probably go back again after he be with LA, to be honest. To be honest. Also, he said his main goal going back to Cleveland was bringing Cleveland a title. And when he brought Cleveland back the title, that was by far probably the biggest achievement the city of Cleveland ever had. That's probably the only sports championship in the 4 or 5 major sports in general. Come on now. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And he see over there. He said, okay, Kyrie Irving, he a nice young point guard over there. Okay. Kevin Love. He in Minnesota, but Kevin Love had no big success with Minnesota either. He said, okay, Kyrie, Kevin Love, okay, championship. You see? I don't think there's nothing wrong with players switching to help them win championships. I honestly don't see nothing wrong with that. And people talk about Michael Jordan. Well, it's like 2 or 3 years in, he got Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen at the time was arguably probably the best small forward in the NBA at that time. Look, Michael Jordan probably had the best two-way player in the league at that time. For example, let's say LeBron his 3rd, 4th year, his first stint in Cleveland. That's like drafting Kawhi. I don't think LeBron would have left. Can you imagine LeBron and Kawhi for his whole career? That would have been nuts. That would have been nuts. Or even, like, for example, LeBron and Paul George or something like that. That would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. Like, come on. You can't blame LeBron for that. Come on, man. Man trying to win some championships. You can get mad at him because he's trying to build a team of his own trying to win. Come on, man.
Now at the #1 spot of why Jordan is still better than LeBron James, it's very simple. His basketball legacy and his body of work is still better than LeBron's. And after this video, looking at all the dark spots on LeBron's resume, and the fact that Jordan never had those down moments where
I would say, well, I already think he's the GOAT. But I'm saying, like, because I probably still say most people think Michael Jordan better than LeBron. But I'm saying LeBron's legacy is going to go as long as he keep playing. That's my opinion. Because Lakers looking nice this year, though. If LeBron win again, get his 5th, and he get his 5th Finals MVP. Oh, yeah, them conversations going to be sparking up. I really hope Lakers win. Oh, man, I hope the Lakers win this year.
Performed, it's pretty obvious Jordan has the better overall basketball legacy, and taking into account he's also the better player. That, in my eyes, makes it pretty simple. Michael Jordan is the better overall player.
Oh, yeah. LeBron, well, already, like I said, here you go, but this video talking about he will never be greater. LeBron is definitely have a chance to be greater than Michael Jordan for sure.
He's a greater player, and he's still the GOAT for the NBA. So that right there is the end of the video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.
That was a good video. Shout out to Uncut Hoops. By the way, shout out to them. That was a good video. But LeBron definitely have a chance to be greater than Michael Jordan. I already think he is. But I'm just talking about for most people, I think he definitely have a chance. Like, for example, LeBron's legacy won't end until he said, I'm retiring from the NBA. Think about it. LeBron already top 10. I mean, he's already the NBA all-time leading scorer. He's already top 10 in assists all time. But let's just say the Lakers win this year. He get his 5th Finals MVP. Man, them conversations going to be sparking out. I'm telling y'all. Man, if LeBron in his career with 6 championships and 6 Finals MVP, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm telling y'all I don't want to hear nothing. If he gets 6 rings, y'all better hope AD get a Finals MVP. Y'all better hope. Because if LeBron gets 6 championships and 6 Finals MVP, I'm going to be talking crazy. Drop down in the comments y'all thoughts about this video. Do y'all think LeBron better than Michael Jordan? Do you think Michael Jordan better than LeBron? Do y'all think LeBron even have a chance to be greater than Michael Jordan? Say y'all thoughts in the comments down below, and I hope everyone have a blessed day. I'm out.